Ricky, what do we got? What do we got on tap here tonight, man?
Hey, man, I'm down here in Tulsa, and come down here like, oh gosh, this is I think year 5 for me, and I'm not gonna really try to explain it. I'm gonna let someone that has the knowledge and who brought me on. I'm gonna let him explain it. He's a very good friend. He's like a brother to me. He's Randy Allison. And Randy, I want you to tell people who you are and what we're doing down in Tulsa.
Well, thank you, Ricky and Nick. It's good to be on with you guys. Um, I'm a banker in Tulsa. Have been for 43 years, and about 20 years ago, I started doing a charity golf tournament where we would bring celebrities in, pair them up with sponsors, and would raise money for local charities. In this last 20 years, we've raised and given away a little more than $1.6 million now. Most of it on programs to help kids. That's kind of where um, my heart is to try and help kids, and they're the future, and we want to try and give them every opportunity we can. So started doing this, and when you do that, you work with the guys you know. Well, Steve Owens, I've known him for a long time. Steve brought Billy Sims and Jason White in, started bringing a lot of the OU guys in. Subsequently, that brought Johnny Rogers and Mike Rozier and Jeff Crouch in. And then we just started adding from there. So most of the guys that come down and play in this thing, we do a tournament generally in May and another one in October. And most of the folks come in are either OU, OSU, or Nebraska guys. We'll occasionally get some Notre Dame guys, some USC guys, et cetera. But and then we've had some other exceptional guys make the deal. But it's been a fun deal, and it's really the Nebraska guys have just become family to all of us down here. So it's been such an honor to get to meet those guys, and they're so genuine, they're so good, and they really want to come down here and help these kids. I've said it before, these guys could play in a charity golf tournament within 50 miles of their home every day of the week. They leave their homes, they come to Tulsa and help us raise money for our kids. They're exceptional people.
Well, Randy, first of all, I want to say thank you, though, for what you do. My show is basically based on being happy. That's why it's named the Get Your Happy On Hour. But I just think what you do is a part of what I stand for, which is making people happy. I mean, you go out of your way to put these events on. I mean, and these are not easy things to do because you got to navigate a lot of people's schedules. And you do a wonderful job at it. And you know what was really, I think the most important thing to me is you enjoy doing it, and that means a lot to me. That's why I participate.
Well, and I appreciate that, Ricky. It's probably the greatest honor of my life to have been able to put this together and to do these things to help the community and help our kids. And then you get to meet people like yourself, Rick. I mean, your family, that. My whole family loves you. It's just you're part of this deal, and I'm so proud of the things that you have done with your life and the things you're doing, the great things you're doing, and how you're helping people. So, I'm thrilled to be able to just be able to witness what you do.
Well, you can't get rid of me though, right?
I know that.
So, yeah, okay. I just want to make sure we get that on the air, so that way I got record and I got witnesses.
You come every year, baby.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming. I think we actually come twice a year, and I look forward to each time. And when I get those emails or those phone calls from you, man, it just puts a smile on my face because I know the meaning behind why you're calling. You're calling for a good cause.
Well, and it's been great. It's been fun. One of the things that we've been doing up until COVID hit was when these guys would all come down, we'd go to the Children's Hospital at St. Francis, get all of these celebrities gathered around a table, and I'm talking 40 or 50 of these guys, and we've had as many as 12 Heisman Trophy winners here at one time, any given time. We've had 18 total over the years that have come in, All-Americans, I mean, just great players and names that everybody would know. We'd set all these guys around a table. They'd sign footballs, and then we'd go up and pass those out to the kids at the Children's Hospital on Sunday afternoon. Mm-hmm. COVID is change the rules. We can't get in there right now. We're hoping that that's going to change, and maybe this next spring we'll be able to get back over to the Children's Hospital. That's always a highlight.
Well, I'll tell you one thing too. When we go in, you know, I remember the very first time we actually, I had that opportunity to go into the hospital and sign those balls and break up into groups to go to each floor and give those kids footballs. You know, I didn't really understand what it was the first time, but I knew it was something special when I saw former football players from OU, OSU, Tulsa, Nebraska doing something together. And then I think the thing that touched me the most was when people was coming out of that room, I was watching grown men with tears in their eyes. And it really touched my heart because that's a tough situation, you know, and a lot of times, you know, we as just individuals and as humans, we tend to take stuff for granted, you know, and when you see these kids, some of these kids, and Randy, you correct me if I'm wrong, but some of these kids, man, they're maybe 7 or 8 years old and they know they're not going to see their next birthday, you know, and
Yeah.
that's a tough deal, man. You know, I mean, here we are grown, done lived out the majority of our lives. And, you know, we're taking stuff for granted and complaining about what we don't have. Here's a kid 8 years old that know he's not going to live to be 9.
Well, it makes you realize how blessed you really are.
Right. Exactly. And that, to me, is why I say you can't get rid of me. So just know that I want to be a part of this for as long as I can possibly be.
For as long as I'm a part of it, you will be.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Randy, I just want to thank you, man, for taking your valuable time. I know there's a lot of guys here that you're responsible for, but I just wanted to bring you on just so you can, you know, explain to people why we're here and what we're doing.
Well, it's an honor to have you guys here and a privilege, but it's also a pleasure for me because it's like a family reunion for me. So, Ricky, thank you for being here. To all the guys for leaving their families and coming down here and spending a few days with us and helping us take care of some kids.
Hey, man, it's my pleasure. And like I said, on a lighter note, before I let you go, hey, man, you can't just keep beating up on me on the golf course. Okay.
I was going to say, how do we hit the ball? How do we play?
Hey, man, Randy can play, Nick. Randy's really good. But see, I think he be partially inviting me down here so that I can donate all these golf balls to the golf course so they don't have to buy golf balls. They just walk around the course and pick up the ones I lost.
I like to play behind Ricky because I can fill my bag up.
How long do you spend on average, Ricky, looking for your shots here? I mean, do we just pass them on up?
No, I just put number 7 on them. I play with red Callaways. I just put number 7 on them so when they go way left and way right, they become a souvenir for somebody.
Randy, is there a way that people can help out if they're listening at home and they have the urge to kind of help out? I mean, how can they get in touch with you even if they aren't at a golf tournament?
It would just be fabulous. My phone number is 918-284-0043. That's my cell number. We work with Oklahoma Celebrity Charities. That's a nonprofit that we put together to be able to do this so we can get the tax advantages for people's contributions. And they can contact me. I can put them together with the nonprofit, and it would just be fabulous.
Well, Randy, I just want to say again, thank you, man, for what you do. And I'm looking forward to, I'm hoping that we don't get rained out tomorrow so I can donate some more balls to the course. That would be
well, we would appreciate that, Randy.
Thanks again, Randy, man. You take care, and I'll see you a little later, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.